Before I arrived in Krakow, I had plans to set up this scene, where I challenge one of Brophy's boys to a fight, and then do a runner.
Have you got a problem with that? Because we can sort it out Saturday night in the tent.
Okay. But such a scene takes away from what the tent represents. It is a place where young men face their fear and give it their best shot against a stronger adversary. Tent boxer, Cowboy, explains what it is for a young man to fight one of Brophy's boys.
It's not about jumping in there and walking through all the fighters around. It's jumping in there and having a go, and that's what they do here, you know. And a lot of, you know, they walk away from the fight and they might have a little bit of a scuff on their eye or a black eye, something like that. But they stand tall amongst their town, especially in the Outback towns, you know, and they stand tall that for the next 2 or 3 weeks. People are not going, "Hey, you got a black eye from the Cowboy." They're wanting to buy people a drink because you fought the Cowboy. You wanted to fight the Cowboy. You didn't jump in there and want to fight the worst fighter in the tent. You wanted to fight the best, you know.
That was good.
Laws in Tasmania, Victoria and New South Wales have required changes to the tent boxing format, which means Fred no longer tours these states.
I'm not going to change my rules of my tent to suit anyone in Australia. It's what it is what it's been run like that for over 100 years, and what they want me to put a ring in, they want me to, me fighters to fight like once a month and that sort of stuff. Well, if I do that, they put me in the same category as professional boxing, and it's not. It's a show. It's a side show, and that's what it's all about. So I'm not going to change my boxing tent for any politician, and that's fine.
Fred Brophy is the last tent boxing showman in Australia. When he retires, it could well be the end of the tent boxing tradition.
Well, I'm not looking forward to the day that Freddie does fold the tent up. Like I said, I think about it more than my own business, and it is inevitable that Fred will stop the tent. I think they should pass some sort of law to keep the boxing tent going, because it belongs to this country, and no one gets hurt in this tent. You know, it's entertainment. I've never seen a person go to hospital after a tent fight. And I've been in the tent for 12 years and seen thousands and thousands of fights, and I've never seen a person go to hospital.
At the moment, I'm the only one left in the world with a boxing tent, and like the government sort of puts me in a too hard basket at the moment, and when I go, that'll be it. I don't think they'll let anyone do what I've been doing, and luckily I've done the right thing by people, and no one's ever really got hurt. So this is it. So when I go, it's a bit of Australia that's going to go as well. So people just want to get the last of it and have a fight in a tent to say that, you know, that they've had a fight in Brophy's tent, and that's what it all boils down to.
But there is hope that the Cowboy takes over from Fred.
But the Cowboy's a good fighter, but he's got a long way to go before he can run a tent. But he's on the right track. We might see about another 10 years down the track.
The boxing tent harks back to a time when people took responsibility for their own actions. If you enter the ring, you accept you may well leave with a shiner. It's refreshing to see in these times of public liability. Different cultures have rites of passage for their young men. The running of the bulls in Spain, vying bungee jumping in Vanuatu. Tent boxing is an Australian male's rite of passage. Let's hope it continues on after Fred Brophy downs the showman's whistle.
When I run outside there in the boxing tent, it belongs to everyone in Australia, and I'm just keeping it going. And that's what it is. It's a part of Australia. And when it goes, it'll be a part of history.